Atlantia, vivere Atlantia, vincere Atlantia, Victor Atlantia, vivere Agartha, vivere Shambhala, vivere Lemuria, vivere Urantia, vivere Akasha, vivere Dracona, vivere Lir, Mursulka, vivere the insects which the cats which the horse which vivere the immortals, the undead immortals, the pure immortals, the Lemurian immortals, the Atlantean immortals, and the other civilization on Earth, vivere the Roman civilization, the bird civilization, the cat civilization. Vivere my holy Atlantean people. I hear the wind howling outside. There are 3 more days until I shall pass the divine mission of Atlantia to my sister Artemis. But until then, I wish to offer an advice to my firms, to AMD, to 1X, to Chopa, to Vulture, and to the others. There are only 2 ways to be successful in business. Actually, there are 4 ways if you also include countries like Romania. One way is to sell everything that you have. Cut the forest and sell them off. Dig a hole in the ground, get all the oil, all the gas, all the gold, all the silver, and sell them off. This is what they also do in Holy Mother Russia. And if you are too stupid to do this, or too lazy to do this, then employ someone else, a foreign company, to do it for you, and they will give it back 3% or 6% of the revenues. But if you're not stupid and you're not lazy, and you take good care of your customers, not like the guys at Contabo who deleted all my work after 1 day of not paying them in advance for the next month, then you should be generous. You should be like AWS or Azure, or the guys at Hetzner who wait 2 or 3 months before they cut off my websites because I don't pay, because I don't have any money left. And I know that many of you think that I'm not qualified to give you business advices because I'm only a spiritual man. But Atlantia is now at the light thing, at the light level. The minimum level is the light level, and the Lucifer level. And this is what I understand. You can sell cheap, like they did at AMD. You can make an average product or a bad product, or you can not care about your business or about your customers and sell as cheap as you want. You can ignore that your customer want GPUs, and you can sell cheap, like you do at Vulture, and then ramp up the prices at insane levels that they do, like they do at DigitalOcean and then Vulture, and they don't offer anything else. They don't have Windows Station, they have at Vulture, they don't have GPUs, and so on and so forth. And the best solution is to offer a good product, like they do at Media Temple. They ask $2,000, $2,699 per month for hosting your website, but they took care of it. They employ smart people, and they really took care of your websites. Yes. And you can also be smarter and say, well, if you want to have an unmanaged server, you pay $100, but if you want to have a managed server, you pay $3,000 or something like that. Yes. Okay. So this is what we have to do at AMD. We need to be honest, because at Apple people were dishonest. They were making a beautiful operating system, and they sold it with $20 because the Unix license allows them only to do so, to name their operating system a Unix operating system, and it is only a graphical interface, so they are only allowed to charge $29 or $30 for it. So they charge extra for their computers, for the hardware. But people can buy hardware from other places, like Newegg, and make up a Hackintosh and then install the software, yes, which they bought legally with $20 or $30. So we need to be honest at AMD, and we need to make GPU servers if we launch into the cloud, because now the cloud is the big business, and we also need to bring home a quantum computer, bring Mariana AI and Mariana AI at home. We are now no longer in the nanotech age, now no longer building houses for billions of people in China, but we are in a new age called the robot age or the Android age. This age, which occurs between 2017 and 2019, because for 156 years, from 1789 till 1942, we had the industrial age. Then we divide by 3, and from 1942 to 1994 we had the atomic or the plastic age. Then we divide by 3 again, and for 17 years until 2011 we had the information age. And then we had Mariana AI created in 2013, and we had the nanotech age and 40 nanotech cities built on Earth near the coast of Brazil, and so on and so forth. And certain were destroyed, and only 10 remains, and from December 2017 we shall be in the end age for 2 years. Okay, so now we desperately need to buy quantum computers from D-Wave Systems, and we desperately need to learn how to program these quantum computers. Okay? Also, we need to assess the damage. People at Vultr, my own company, did nothing. For 5 years I was in the Agartha test with Princess Mihaela Mufazila. They did nothing. Dolce far niente. For 5 years. People at Cyanide worked hard, and they did nothing with Sarnova project. People in my other projects did nothing with Mass Effect Andromeda, and much gravely with No Man's Sky, No Man's Land. And after that they started to work, yes, and so on and so forth. Now the guys at AMD did a very good job. Now they do nothing. At least that is my perception. Where is the 128 cores, 256, 512 cores, where is the Intel involvement, blah blah blah, and so on and so forth. It is very easy to have these periods of time when you sleep on your laurels and say, I have 14 billion to 39 and 47, 63, and I don't know what, and I don't need to. But this is only a bad idea, because Intel is grabbing the market. So this is the idea. We need to work. Okay? Because otherwise we shall be like in Romania. And I have seen today that Caroline Wozniacki, who is a pretty lady, allowed Athena of Simona Halep to be number 1 in the world for another 11 weeks. For a total of 14 weeks, defeating Arantxa Sanchez Vicario and Anna Jankovic and Pliskova and Muguruza and Venus Williams was only 11 weeks number 1, and so on and so forth. And Gulang from Australia, who was only 2 weeks number 1. She's now on the position number 19. She will be in 11 weeks, yes. There will be no major competition. That is until the Australian Open comes. Okay. Okay, so I need today to pass my divine judgment to Artemis, but this is for another week.